Man that would let you drive him to work and he's going to the mall, where were you working at?
I was a flight attendant.
Any man that would be in this position is already a beta. And if he's still your friend, he is damn sure a beta. When he left work, he should have blocked your ass because that was cold. And I want you to understand, how long is your longest relationship?
I think it was 5 years.
5 years? 5 years long?
Yeah.
How long ago did it end?
2 years ago.
And which one of you ended it?
Me.
Why?
I didn't want to be in it.
Why?
It's a long story, but
No, make it quick. You weren't feeling it?
Like I wasn't happy. It wasn't it. He didn't bring out my happiness, or we didn't just match. I don't know. It wasn't it. It wasn't what I was looking for at the moment.
5 years?
Mm-hmm.
How'd you end it?
I just told him that it's not working. Just like that.
How'd you end it? You were just at you were at the house? You were at dinner? What happened? How'd you end it?
We were in my car and I just told him that I don't think
it's You were best. Driving?
Yeah.
You were driving?
Yeah.
And he was in your passenger seat?
Yes.
Where were you guys going?
I was dropping him off at work.
So, did you tell him this in the parking lot?
No, while I was at a red light.
About how far from work?
Probably I don't know. That was 2 years ago. I honestly don't remember.
It was a 5-year relationship.
I know, but I have selective memory. So probably it wasn't that far. Probably another 10, 15 minutes to his job.
10, 15 minutes in traffic?
Yes. Well, New York streets.
Mm-hmm. Where do you work?
He worked at the mall.
So, and you were leaving your apartment?
Yeah. I just thought we would be better as friends while we both.
Okay, so I want you guys to understand something. What did I say? That in neither two scenarios did she mention a man, and she barked at me. I want you guys to remember that. And like I said Monday night, I asked the question, what does a successful life look like for a woman like yourself? And she started talking about the feelings thing. The relationship, I said, you need to start asking women how their relationships end. And I want you guys to understand, this one was in a 5-year relationship, and she ended in a cold, callous way. The man was on.
Sorry. Okay.
You think it's appropriate for a 5-year relationship to be driving somebody to French toast ass work, and they got to have that on their mind while they're at work? See, I told you modern women are cowards. They don't deal with conflict, and when they're done with you, they get rid of you. That's what I said today. Know when to run, know when to walk, and when to run. That video is on this channel and on YouTube. I don't just talk. And then I said, well, tell me the details. Oh, that was 2 years ago. I guarantee you he remembers what the hell you did to him. Bet you that. I bet you that. And I'm going to tell you something. Any man who's worth his salt that will look for a wife is going to ask you these questions too.
Okay, and I can be able to tell them the full story about it. But
no, you can't. No, you can't. No, you can't. Because you think you can. Why would they sit here and listen to this shit? 5-year relationship for a 28-year-old woman, and you just on the way to work, I told them, dude, 10 minutes outside of work, this just ain't gonna work. Peace out.
I didn't do it like that though.
Oh, okay.
You're making me sound like I did it.
Ma'am, I asked you how you did it. Ma'am, I asked you how you did it.
I can't.
You said it was 2 years ago. I want you guys to understand that this is how serious this is how little they care. I have selective memory. This is the man she spent 5 years with. Y'all had sex, right?
Yeah.
Right. So he was all up inside your body.
Mm-hmm.
But when you were leaving him, you didn't even give him the dignity of say, thank you for spending 5 years with me. You didn't sit him down. He's probably a sucker.
No,
because he was in your car. Let me tell you something. Okay. Any man that would let you drive him to work and he's going to the mall, where were you working at?
I was a flight attendant.
Mm-hmm. Any man that would be in this position is already a beta. And if he's still your friend, he is damn sure a beta. When he left work, he should have blocked your ass because that was cold. And I want you to understand, this woman is sitting here trying to make it seem like we don't hear what we hear, guys. And so when y'all in the comment section, she cute and she cute, I told you, you better watch these cute girls. Man, you said I'm making it sound like what? I asked you, how'd you do it?
There's history though. It's not like it just happened overnight. It was accumulating. There was things that he did.
Of course it did, but man, is there, ma'am, would you want somebody to end a relationship with your daughter that way? Regardless as to the history, a 5-year relationship, would you want somebody to be in the car knowing they got to go to work? There was no conversation to be had. He had to get the fuck out of the car. He had to move on. He had to be at work, man. He had to clock in. And so that's what I mean, this conflict avoiding cowardice shit. I said, when women are done with you, she knew, well, I'm not going to tell him the night before so we can talk about it. I'm going to wait till we're 10, 15 minutes away. Oh, well, about 10 minutes away. Oh, by the way, this ain't working no more. Thanks.
It didn't go down like that. We started talking in the car, and then it came up, and it happened.
It happened. It happened. That's why I have zero sympathy for these modern savages.
Oh, God. I wish I was a savage.
Uh-huh. Well, that doesn't really sound too. Okay, of course they don't think. Okay, ma'am. Of course, and then here comes the. Well, you don't understand when I got to, ma'am. I don't have to. You did stuff. He did stuff.
I did nothing. He did stuff.
Bullshit. You're human.
Where?
You know what? Maybe you're not. She's right. She might not be. Because I want you guys to understand.
With me? Like,
I'm not talking. I'm talking through you because you don't even know how fucked up this sounds to men. Because you guys all seem to, the way he's always seemed, it was him, not me. You were in a relationship 5 years, you did nothing wrong. It was all him, not me, so on and so forth, and that's cool. I want you ladies to understand that we as men, every time we meet one of you, it is always, almost 100% of you, your exes are pieces that are just not good. I have never, ever in my life met a woman who said it was me. Men, in the comment section when this video is over, how many men met a woman who said, out of her mouth, first off the rip, I was the reason this is a problem? If that's the truth, write 362 in the comment section. If you had a woman that said right out of her mouth, it was me, write 362. Man, I got no dog in this fight. I'm telling you what I hear. Is it hard to listen to?
No, it's not.
So if a man asks you how your relationship ends, because I'm gonna ask you a simple question. How do you think your ex experienced dating you? If you asked him who said you for dating you was blank.
It was how it was dating me. Interesting, I guess. I mean, I have my flaws. I'm spoiled.
Well, but 5 minutes ago you said you didn't do anything. And now you said it was just me.
I didn't do anything to like. I didn't do anything that was like, she's I don't know, cheating or she's.
Mm-hmm. Right. So you never hurt him. So you never hurt him. You didn't hurt him at all, right?
I don't think so. I can ask him.
Okay. No. So in 5 years, you never hurt him. He only hurt you.
Yeah, I would say so. I mean, he felt insecure. That's like his thing. You know, I don't think I gave him reasons to feel
self-awareness. Well, I think it's rather interesting that you say we all got our things, but in 5 years, you never hurt him, and he only hurt you. Okay. Would you say you have healthy self-esteem?
Me?
Mm-hmm.
No, it flip-flops. I can have low self-esteem at times, and then I could just be chubby.
In general, would you say your self-esteem is average, above average, below average?
I think I might be average.
Okay. Then in 5 years, somebody with average self-esteem would not stay with somebody who's hurting them.
I was easily, I don't want to say manipulated
Here
and
comes the victim shit again.
no, it's not.
You can't make this shit up.
No,
Ma'am, you're gonna be famous. You keep this up, you're gonna be
and
famous.
you make me want to say the whole story because it's a fucked up story. Like, but
3 sides to a story: yours, his, and the truth.
I know, and
I don't. And I mean, you also got, ma'am. I just asked you how we got here. Is I asked you why you want to be married, what successful relationship look like, and then I asked you how long was your relationship and how it ended. I didn't put us here. I'm just asking you. And this is what's going to happen on the dating market, especially if you want to date a man that's got any sense of value of. Do you want children? You said you want kids. How many kids you want?
Probably 4.
4. Do you want your kids to be able to go to college if they want to?
Yes.
Yeah. You want to be able to travel nationally, domestically, and internationally with your family?
I do.
Okay. Do you want to, after you're married, do you want to have to work to pay significant bills when you're pregnant?
I love my job.
Do you want to have to work to pay significant bills when you're pregnant, married?
No, I want.
Okay. What percentage of the overall family financial load do you want to have to be responsible for a lifetime? Meaning it doesn't vary. You must pay this for a lifetime for 4 children, you and your husband. What percentage of overall family financial load?
That's a good question.
I know.
I'll say like 20 to 30%.
30% means if you start working for any reason, the family's in serious financial jeopardy almost immediately.
Really?
You cannot, ma'am, could you survive a 30% pay cut at your current standard of living? Then thank you. All right. So 20 to 30%, you're in serious jeopardy.
So what about 2 kids?
No. No. I asked you what percentage of the overall family financial load do you want to have to be responsible for? That's the question that's on the table.
Okay.
What percentage?
I just don't know.
No, 30. So if you stop working, the family's at risk.
But
if you stop working, the family's at risk.
Okay.
Ma'am, it's
so what?
math. It's math. I asked you. No, I'm asking you.
Well,
if it goes higher,
well,
yeah. And this is about math. If it goes higher, there's more risk if you stop. See, right now, if you never get married, what percentage of your financial load are you going to have to be responsible for a lifetime? Right. So you got that. That's a simple concept. So if you're married with kids, 4 kids, what percentage of that do you want to have to be responsible for? More than 30? That means you're going to be more responsible. Or you'll be responsible for less than 30. That means your husband will be more responsible.
I don't want to put all the burden on him, but I guess like 20%, 10%, 0%.
Yeah. Okay. And what kind of income do you think you're going to need to live in Brooklyn or New York City?
I don't want to stay here. I want to get out of New York.
Where do you want to live?
I don't know, somewhere in the South on a farm, I guess.
Have you ever lived outside of New York City?
Yes, I have.
Where?
I lived in Farmington, Connecticut. I lived in Albany, Binghamton, and Fort Lauderdale.
Uh-huh. How much money is your husband? How much family income are you going to need to have on an annual basis to support 4 kids?
I never did the math. I don't have kids, and I'm not married.
That's the fucking problem now, ain't it? So if you're gonna have this flippant attitude, ma'am, I'm gonna do me a favor, okay? I'm gonna give you about a couple. I'm gonna give you a few seconds. I'm gonna give you a few seconds to kind of ramp it down because you don't want to go there. I'm having a conversation with you. I'm trying to show you something.
I'm trying to learn.
Okay, well then you said you never thought about it, so it's time to think about it because you said this is what you want. Okay, so I'm asking about how much money do you think you're going to need to, as a family, annually to support 4 kids, you, your husband, and the kind of lifestyle you want that you would envision for yourself.
For me to bring in, like
no. Just
family?
Your husband, yeah.
My husband.
Just overall, altogether, 4 kids, you and your husband.
I'm not good with money, so it's like 200,000.
How much? You said you had an associates. You live in Brooklyn. How much is your rent right now?
It's a lot.
How much is your rent right now?
23.
$2,300. So that's roughly almost $30,000 a year. That's for one person in a sugar shack in Brooklyn.
Mhm.
So if you had two people, if you just multiply rent, that's 4,600. So that's 60,000 right there, just in two apartments. You're gonna put four kids in that. They're gonna need substantially more than $200,000.
I need more than that.
Yeah,
See, that's why I need a husband so he can know all
yeah.
the
But how much? Okay, yeah. But how much is your husband gonna have to make because you're only supporting about 10% of this? How much is he gonna need to make annually to have four kids that can go to college if you want to, that can travel nationally or internationally?
He has to be a millionaire.
Damn near.
Okay, see, damn.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess
Because see, this is a funny thing. They don't think about the numbers because women in places they don't want to admit, they don't expect to pay. They think because they have a vagina, that balance is $1 million.
well, can I?
Go ahead. I said women. I didn't say you.
I
Said
know.
women.
Well, because what I envisioned was like my job will go into like things like, so he'll pay like the basic bill.
What your associates is in what?
Is in theater.
A bullshit degree. So your
Yeah.
job ain't gonna pay nothing. See,
I'm
number
going to
one,
pilot school.
Unmarriable, the actress, the creatives, the unmarriables.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm going to pilot
Because
school.
but no,
So I want
it doesn't matter. You don't want. It doesn't matter what you make. You don't want to contribute more than 10% to the family.
No, I mean like I want my.
So
my
at the
job
end
would
of the
go
day,
into the household.
ma'am, four children,
Okay.
what job are you going to have? Who's going to be raising these four kids? You can't have a job and four kids and not a substantial job. So to have, you want your children, upper class children, are roughly 485,000, 500,000. You want $2 million worth of kids. If you live in Connecticut, hell, if you lived in Atlanta, it will run you about 350,000. So with another kid, you're talking about 400,000. You're talking about New York City, about 850. What kind of professions would a man need to make? What kind of profession would a man need to have to earn $750,000 or more legally? These are all reasonable questions.
Is it like a doctor, lawyers?
What kind of doctor?
Surgeons, heart surgeons probably.
Cardiac surgeons? Okay, go ahead.
I don't like. I don't know. I know I'm going to school for. So, but
Ma'am, that's fine. But if you want to have this man sometime, don't you think you need to be able to identify it? Don't you think you might need to be, ma'am?
I'm sorry, you cut off.
Don't you think you might need to be able to kind of identify who this man is and what he does to kind of, that's important.
Yeah.
So a cardiac surgeon, what else?
I said a lawyer. Is a lawyer?
What kind of attorney? What kind of, no, attorneys, what kind of attorneys?
It's criminal. A criminal? I don't know. I never looked in, like, these are good questions.
But you're now, just for memory's sake, you'll be 29 and when?
In 2 months.
So you're almost 30 years old.
Mm-hmm.
And from a standpoint of thinking about a spouse for the life you said you want, because you've always wanted to be a wife and family and all these things, because the things you said, as far as serious thought, you put in, based on this conversation, nothing. So you just expect it to happen? You've done no planning. So it's like going to college and just taking a bunch of courses and then expecting to become an engineer or anything. It doesn't match. Can a man go through life like this and get the outcomes you're talking about, meaning he wants a wife and four kids? Because he has to pay for it.
Okay, yeah, I see what you're saying.
Can a man go through life like this?
No.
Okay.
I don't think anyone can, because obviously it's not working for
Well, women can. Women, obviously women can, because just like you and the previous woman, most women think it's just going to happen because you're good people. But
I never thought you had to plan to meet someone. You know what I'm saying? Like,
so again, it's just supposed to happen. It's supposed to happen to meet a man who can afford for you to be a stay-at-home wife with a possible side business. It doesn't matter, man. At the end of the day, you only want to pay 10% of the bills. So it doesn't matter if you're a stay-at-home millionaire, you don't want to pay any bills. He has to pay for the lifestyle, college, You want your kids to go to college. That means that man has to have
No, he
his
doesn't
life.
have to pay for the kids' college by himself. I was talking about like bills, like the house.
How are you going to pay for college if you can't even pay part of the, if you want to pay 10%? How are you going to pay
Yeah,
for college?
in the kids' stuff.
Excuse
I
me?
thought you were only talking about like home.
That is the ma'am, the kids are part of the expenses. And see what I'm trying to explain is this is
Okay, I didn't
simple.
get that.
Oh, but
So
you
my
should
apologies.
though. This is simple family planning.
Okay.
You don't have children. They are an expense.
Mhm.
You said you want the kids to go to college. Were you expecting your kids to take out substantial student loans, or did you
No, I
expect for
wouldn't
the
want
mother?
them to have.
And then how are you going to pay for their college if you're only paying 10 to 20% of anything? 20% of anything, 20% of the mortgage, light bill, phone bill, trips, 10% of anything. That's all you want to be responsible for. So that means at best you'd be paying for 10% of the school. That's books. So basically you're talking about you want a man who is in, what percentage of men earn $100,000 or more in this country?
Don't know.
Yes,
15.
10.
Oh, that was close.
You care if he's black or not?
No.
No. The more money a man makes, the more racially loyal he tends to be. What percentage of black men earn $500,000 or more in this country?
3.
0.1%.
What? Wow.
And then what do these kind of men who make this kind of money, who are cardiac surgeons, personal injury attorneys, high-level financiers, high-level in companies and organizations? Oh, by the way, what's the oldest man you would consider dating? You're 28. What's your upper limit?
Probably like 7 years older than me.
7 years. 7 years.
Is that what? That's
Men
bad?
hit their financial men hit their financial stride during 45 to 55. So for class, so everybody understands, this is yet another woman, and this is what you guys have been taught, that you should find a young, rich man that you're attractive to, that wants to have a housewife, even though you weren't raised to be a housewife, so you can stay at home and be a luxury housewife. Do you want to have a housekeeper? You expect that you don't expect to have a housekeeper? You want to be, kids are going to be homeschooled? The kids are going to be homeschooled or not?
That I did want home.
Homeschool? Do you want to? You don't want a housekeeper. You want somebody to help you with prepare meals, chef, personal training. Okay. So again, this is why men under 30 aren't even. That's why all they're trying to do is Netflix and chill, because every man in your age range is making. If you're making 70,000, you're in the top 15%. And you're 28, about to be 29 years old, talk about 35, and you told me at best 2 professions. And you don't even get out of medical school until 30. Do you expect to share your husband with other women?
No.
Okay. So you want him to be sexually loyal.
Yeah, is that impossible?
So you expect to have a young millionaire who is earning and doing roughly 20 times 10 to 20 times what the average man is doing. Well, actually, times 10, 700,000. He's doing roughly 15 times what the average man is doing, but he doesn't get 15 women. See, what I'm trying to let you guys understand, just on the math.
So wait, why does he?
All you ladies, because, ma'am, I just asked you. I just asked you. I just asked you why does he? Where in history have men who are rulers, who are in the top 10% of men, ever just had one woman?
That is a white American thing, but never. They all have like 7 wives, but.
Ma'am, you just made a complete ass of yourself.
But it's possible to have one woman.
She said this is a white American thing.
It's possible to have one woman.
Ma'am, do you understand how ignorant that statement was?
It is like that's something that was brought to America to like be monogamous and stuff. Or is it like a religious thing?
So being monogamous is a white American thing. or having multiple women is a white American thing?
Oh, I don't know. Is it?
I'm asking you, you said it, what were you referring to?
I don't know.
I want you guys to understand how rude these people are. Look at this. This is the model woman on display. And she doesn't even realize that she's just making herself look like a complete asshole.
I think. What?
So you belong to the streets.
I don't, but bye.
Oh, yes, you do.
I don't.
You can say, ma'am, you're going to be all over the place because you just made yourself look like a fool.
How?
You're having a conversation with somebody. You pick up a phone, start texting, and this is what you are when the shit get. It doesn't, ma'am. It doesn't matter. You're still having a conversation. You didn't answer the question, and this is what I want you to understand. This is why so many women who share your reflection, in particular, are by yourselves because when hit with the facts and the truths, you guys just shut down.
I'm listening and I'm taking.
No, but you're not responding. I asked you the question. You said this is a white American thing. What's a white American thing?
Bringing in monogamous stuff like.
Is it monogamous to be? Is it monogam? Is it white American
to have one woman?
Is that what you're referring to?
Yes.
Because when I said, where in the world have men who have power and resources have been royalty? When have they ever just been faithful? And you said that's a white American thing. You didn't clarify. So you're saying white men brought in monogamy
through religion? Did they not?
I'm asking you.
Well, that's.
I didn't say it.
Because everywhere else they had multiple wives.
So for those who are keeping score at home, what do the kind of men you want from a woman?
Me?
From a woman, period.
Oh, from a woman?
Yeah, what do these elite level men want from a woman? Men who are in extremely high demand.
Elite men, but probably loyalty. They want. I don't know, a partner. This is why I'm here to learn because I don't know. Like
they want cooperation and agreeableness.
I didn't want to say that sounds too much like a servant. I was gonna.
Well, ma'am, guess what? You can't make this shit up. They want the outcomes, but they don't want to do the job.
I never said I wouldn't mind doing the job.
It sounds too much like a servant. Yeah,
I didn't want to disrespect.
But you want an elite level king ruler type man. See, guys, understand they want women like women. They want it all. Then they want you to be a loyal, and then you still got to be sexually. She has to be sexually attracted to him, like him, and everything else. Ma'am, have you ever dated a man who is earning $200,000 or more?
No, I have a question though.
Go ahead.
Okay, so if a woman wants the loyalty and just one woman want whatever, the man also expects that, correct?
Say again.
So you said that the women want like loyalty, a king, this, that, and all of that. Everything that you said that a woman wants.
No, I said it's what you want, but a lot of women want that. Yeah.
No, I want just a family.
No, ma'am. Do you think what you just described was just a family?
Yeah, but you was asking mad questions, like making it, oh, can you afford this and this and that?
I was asking you mad questions. No.
And to be happy and loved. Like, I think a lot of
you know what? You can't make it up. She thinks this is just a family. 4 kids is just a family. To be able to pay for college, did your family pay for your college?
Yes. And
you have no siblings. Did you travel nationally and internationally with your family?
Yes.
But you have no siblings.
Yes, correct.
And so what's on display here is modern woman, only child syndrome, and cute privilege. And it's all coming together in a terrible mixture. See, this little sassy attitude that she's usually able to get away from, people let her slide with this shit in her life. Oh, yeah, ma'am. Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. It's on, ma'am, it's there. If I'm wrong, let the comment section determine it. But here's the thing, gentlemen, 35. 7 years older. I'm asking you a question for the men. Your degree, you got a theater degree, right? All right. Could you marry an average man? The average man in this country, black man, earns around $41,000. The average white man, roughly $50,000. So let's just say, split the difference, $47,000 a year. Could you marry an average man? An average earning man? but the average earning man, he's not going to earn anymore. He's going to earn average. Could you marry him?
I would have to make a lot of adjustments. So
Why?
yes, there's love.
You'd have to
Because
make
if
a lot
I'm
of it.
not
Hold
gonna
on,
have,
hold on,
I
hold
don't
on, hold
want
on,
kids
hold
and
on.
have my kids.
Stop. Do you make over $60,000 a year?
Not yet. No, I haven't capped
No,
out.
you don't. So you don't earn. You earn over $50,000 a year.
I haven't. You want me
Do
to
you
check
earn
it?
over $50,000? So you would have to
I
make a
don't.
lot of adjustments to your expectations. But let's be honest. At this point, you can't afford the lifestyle you want.
Not with a family, no.
No. So could you marry an average man? And the answer was a tepid no. And then could you marry an average man and then have 4 kids with him?
No, but I can marry one and have 2 or 1, probably 1 kid.
One kid? Oh, so okay. But even 1 kid is still almost $280,000 a year.
Damn, we're gonna have to put a lot of work.
Now, see, the thing is, men already expect to do work. That's why I said modern women, this has been a perfect demonstration of your women's expectations are astronomical. And you said you didn't want to say something about being agreeable or cooperative because you didn't want to offend women or something like that. Did I get that right?
Yeah, because women are so sensitive nowadays.
Yeah,
It's hard.
but you don't have any problem offending average men because you just
Did
basically
I
told
offend
average.
average
Oh
men?
yeah, you did.
I did?
Yeah, you did. Saying that, oh no, if you got this kind of money, you can get it, but that's okay. You can't make this shit up. You can't make it up, baby. She belongs to the streets, gentlemen. What did I say on Monday? You better start vetting these women, asking them about their previous relationships, and when you hear what she did with her ex, for whatever reason, bounce. I took that bullet, so you don't have to. Did you think it was going to get better the further we went down the rabbit hole? Almost 29 years old. I haven't thought one shit about how all this is going to cost, but I'm just got a theater degree and I'm cute and I shouldn't have to think about it. And then the man who has to think about his life and plan it and everything else has to live life on purpose. And then a woman like that, just living life by the seat of your pants, thinks that a man should have to all say, well, I got all these options out here. All these other women want me, but I should just have to go out and focus on you and deal with you. And what's he going to get? What is she going to deliver? You're going to incubate 4 kids, teach them, but he has to put you in a luxury lifestyle. Do you ladies, where in the world do y'all think this is even close to being a fair deal? And the funny thing is, they honestly think that they're not doing, it's like, I'm not doing anything wrong. I'm nice. That woman probably really thinks that's a nice and it's no big deal. Because she didn't want to say, oh, cooperative and agreeable. I don't want to offend the women. Okay. Could you marry an average man? I'd have to make some serious adjustments. To the average men, was that offensive to you? Because it offended the shit out of me for you. You'd have to make some serious adjustments. Oh, I'm sorry. Can you afford that right now? Oh, no, I'm broke as shit. I don't make $50,000 a year, and my rent is $2,300. My rent is $2,300, and you don't make $50,000 a year. $2,300, and that's without parking. If she does have parking, $2,300. Everybody keep in mind, her rent is $27,600. She don't even make $50,000 a year. That's how much she has left. And that's before taxes. That's how much she has left per month. We haven't paid utilities, groceries, nothing. So you wonder why average men are saying, forget marriage. Because the women that are at their socioeconomic level with her theater degree is because of the potential I could do. It's possible I could do. And think about it. My husband's not going to have to pay for college. I could do it. Okay. Huh. Let's do it this way. And the funny thing is, streets, gentlemen, don't argue with women like that. We can have a conversation. Don't argue with folks like that.